You know, I think we need to wind down a little. Not everything needs to be death, destruction, resurrection. So, let us take the slow life a little. It's still going to be all of our slime goodness, but with a more wholesome feeling. You ready? It's the same slime with the same characters that we love or, in some cases, tolerate. I'm looking at you, Gobter. But in a much more slice-of-life type fashion. What are we waiting for? We know that's exactly what the case is here. Oh. Sparkly. I didn't know Rimuru was always so gelatinous. Can a slime get a suntan? They're having some fun with the animation. You know, hence the title. Okay, I see the premise now. There's quite a lot to write down. Where does he start? How about at the beginning? Well, that's it. Show's over. We didn't forget what some of their forms looked like before they grew up. Getting that time lapse of the city. Especially where it started off with just the foundations of a goblin village. They weren't this... Gobter, what are you doing? They weren't this worked up when they were talking about the revenge plot against the Falmouth Kingdom. What is it now? Higurari. But seeing all of their kind of like sanded down, smoother appearances and character designs. I think the colours go with that one quite so well. They clash. We understand now why they are so worked up. Run. I don't think Rimuru understands quite what an icon he is for all of them. Are they all of their forms on or have to be on wooden blocks? You know, probably not the best. She's going to have to clear all of that up. I wish you wouldn't. She's going to trip. Good thing he has many, many resistances, but that's going to burn through the floor. I'm going to just accept that warning sound. I think it's acceptable. That poor desk. Squeaky clean. She's gonna love that. You know, most other people probably not so much. Yeah, you know, she selectively hears what she wants. Just takes the praise. What's Ranga doing down there? Why does he have to sparkle? Right. So we have some jealousy with Benimaru. I'm sure that really helped him. Two lost children, where are they being kept? Shark. We haven't seen many of these different breeds of animals and whatnot around. Of course, there's going to be those that catch certain eyes. Are they kind of... Yeah. No slacking off to try and talk to women. That's... Yeah, he's talking so... He's so adult about his role now. Ah. He learned the hard way. Fucking copped. And we haven't really had much time with the dwarves or the blacksmith or anything. Can't take it away from Rimuru, who's playing with it. Is there anything you can do to assist? He hasn't had a lot of growth compared to the others. A renewed, or never actually diminished, vigour. You know, with Rimuru's ability to just copy any sort of objects, kind of undermines the whole blacksmith process, but he is pretty good at his job. Too good. If the process of just cutting an onion starts wrecking the kitchen, why is she behind the tree? This is all in the process of training. He doesn't go easy on them. We know that he was a good boy. You let your guard down. Damn it, cat. And I used to do the same thing with my cats. And also probably like the amount of small scars and whatnot I have, they won sometimes. Gabadoo. How are they all so out of breath? He rules with an iron fist. It's a special way to make them grow big and strong. I think I'll be okay with just medium potions then. I neither expected this nor the animation. They're really putting a lot of effort into this scene. Understandable. Just back out, leave the cave, pretend you didn't see anything. Probably for the best. Well, she's not carrying any dangerous goods. You know, food or drink. Yeah, that can be put on hold. Is this inside the shadows? What actually goes on down there? Nice and fluffy mane. He dead. To think that that power emanated from the shadows itself and managed to blow away the building. And is he enjoying himself trimming them? And now he can still live out his life, especially with the training of all the others, but put a bit more passion into gardening. He's been trimmed up nicely, got a new hairdo. Gobta's never really going to learn, is he? No matter how many times he's taught. There's actually got a proper education system down. They all dream. Of course, they see Rimmer as some sort of deity at this point. Okay. Not bad. That's alright. They've got some talent among some of them. Oh no, that was Shion. Who would have thought they would come to visit them in school? Is there a way of bringing in a bunch of slimes and have like a little slime pool and give them names, see what forms they take? Gobter. You have opened up a can of worms. He now has to make sure he doesn't look tasty at all. You're not finding him. So they're doing a lot of manufacturing. It's not just Shuna, pretty much everyone has tried their best. Does he wish he had more time with his sister? A great way to instill leadership rules and hierarchy. Is this really a sisterly role? And of course, what, making lunch for him for the morning as well? Tucking him into bed? Oh, he's actually wearing the shirt. Do they have plans to expand further? I mean, with the amount of refugees and whatnot coming in from other places that are under attack, or people just congregating, or other monsters. The plant. So what, from morning till dusk, nothing but work? Yep, he fixed it. The plant did nothing wrong. Rimu's not a taskmaster. There's no slave driver, he gives them proper adequate breaks. It's like only issues that Rimuru would have. But Rimuru also wants them to live a little bit more for themselves. I like that scene. That's just calming. Who thought that a dryad would make a good, like, bartender to tell your woes to? Just ignoring him. We've seen that thing in the background or heard it cry several times now. Visiting everyone in town. Do you think they have to I've forgotten what the word is. But is there different values of accommodation and rent? Or all the houses built kind of the same? I mean, it's time for celebration. To think they've come so far in like a year and a half. No. Sometimes Rimuru's wishes are ignored, actually. It's strange because there seems to be a lot more effort being put into various things in this offshoot of the actual show. And with the kind of simplified designs of the characters, does that lend itself to them being able to do more effects and whatnot? But is each character that we've met so far in the season going to get a reveal? That the other demon lords, Duogan, I doubt by the end of it, though, he'd have even written one page. Even with best intentions, I can never get started writing anything. Still hiding from the threat of being eaten. And yet that's why you don't whisper around Gobta. He is a leader of the scouting group. He's got good senses. And everything that we've seen of characters so far have definitely not been betrayed in the slightest. In fact, some of them I wish I didn't see. But everyone in that village finding that niche that they are good at. And getting to work as efficiently. But they're working hard, aren't they? Not only for themselves to build a better future, but for the slime that took them in. And I'm going to be looking forward to the other episodes, because we could always do with more. Maybe less song and dance, admittedly, but we could always do with more. But is Rimuru going to be kept on his toes now? Especially when it gets slightly warmer. Anyone getting a bit too close, make sure they're not carrying any straws or checking if they've actually had lunch today. But with the threat of ending up on someone's dinner plate, I think we'll leave it here. If you've enjoyed the first episode of Slime Diaries, let me know down below if you want me to continue. Maybe like the video, and also, if you haven't, consider subscribing. You can also check the description down below for a link to my Discord, because it's a great way to keep in touch with me. Let me know anything in particular, new shows to watch, anything I've got horribly wrong. But for now, building a community is hard. I'm gonna need a rest. Maybe you do too. See you in the next one. If you want to take a stroll around the community that is my channel, consider joining on to Patreon and help us grow even further. Because my patrons really are the slightly red-faced goblins always eager on the search for more anime. So I need to thank Sal, Electricant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Shiman, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Jennifer Rojas, Big Boy, Girly, Kite, Saltytron, Rasmus Paulson, Tano123, Dark Shadow 7899, Cardboard, Mauricio Lozano, and everyone else. And before anyone gets any ideas, no, you may not dress me up.